Well, hello everyone. Now, I usually don't like to wallow in others' misery, but when they're faking it and putting on a severe show, and Adrasdea has been putting on a severe show in these last 2 days, she's not got any attention. You know, people's been talking about Letitia. Creators have been doing other things. Matter of fact, no one has said a word about her. And evidently that upsets her, so she made a short saying, "I can't spontaneously die. I'm trying as hard as I can." Well, Padme and the Phantom Menace did. Oh, we're getting a Richella. You know, once again, I used to have dangerous jobs. You know, that's one thing that I learned, you know, as a young man. If I would take those jobs you could get seriously hurt, if not killed at, you know, you tended to get into those jobs and you went up the ladder quick because people got out of those jobs as quickly as they could. Now, I was extra careful, but I did find many days at work it was very easy to get seriously injured and or killed. But let's see what Adrasdea has to say.
So many of you, but I'm still alive. Don't worry. I am trying. I am dying as fast as I possibly can as 30...
She's dying as fast as she possibly can. Well, like I said, you know, getting a job, you know, that actually ups your risk factor in life, doesn't it, Richella?
7-year-old woman, I am dying as fast as I can. I don't fucking feed myself. I don't do it.
She doesn't feed herself because she uses all of her money for pot and then lives off of food stamps, which she doesn't tell you. Isn't that right, Richella? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Richella lives off of Roger stamps. Or actually Roger's dollars, but, you know, she doesn't understand the difference.
Anything but cry and stay stressed out. My heart hurts all the time. I am dying as fast as I can.
That's just symptoms of anxiety, and we're getting knocked about by a small furry mammal. Fortunately, she didn't flip it off this time. Can't see it, but she's over here doing her thing, and evidently she's planning on doing YouTube, but excuse my interruption. I love you. Alright, let's try. I still love you. She don't want me to touch the phone. She wants me to touch her. So I guess I'm going to leave this in and not start over, because it's just damn adorable, isn't it?
I don't need your help. Sorry to disappoint so many of you, but I'm still...
So she says she does not need our help. Well, evidently, we'll remember that when you're begging for money. Now, after that, she has another longer video. They are actively stalking me. Anything I do is known. Then her next one, there's a lot of things I'm prevented from. Now they're in control. I love you, little kitty. I love you. May we finish this video? She says, no.
Not only do they profit off of my pain and my videos and the things that they do to me, they will do anything they can to make sure that I never profit off of anything that I create. For instance,
well, I'm a YouTuber, I'm on disability, and I take an occasional tip on this channel that, you know, helps me get a little bit of extra food here and there and gets me through hard times. In fact, whatever's sent to me as a channel donation, I literally put back for when I don't have. Because that was the spirit it was given in. You know, given for when I would need something. So when I would get a donation, I would save it for when I really needed it. Of course, she bit my lip. You know, and Adrasdea, though, it's every day is a new need. You know, another one of her videos I wanted to cover the other day, but Letitia was big. She said, basically, that someone gave her money, and we didn't want her to die today.
Used to write books. I no longer see any point in publishing books.
She wrote like a 20-some page book that was like 4 space, and everyone said that had anything to do with it, it was like a bad book report. And this is her saying, I write books.
Because the last book that I wrote, I sold 1 copy. And then they downloaded it, and they gave it away for free.
And it was not worth the paper it was printed on. I mean, over here about 2 arms length away, I actually have a book that I'm revising, and it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages. And now, for the next draft, I have to redo and embellish these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages, and then I'm done. But I put in hundreds of hours of work over years for a real book. And in reality, you know, my therapist does say it's really good. And did encourage me to continue, and it's the best thing I've ever done. But, you know, that I'm going to finish it. But I'm not presumptuous enough to say that I deserve money for my book. You know, that's only time will tell. But, you know, like I say, I'm not going to pretend I'm this great author when I'm a guy that wrote a book that probably is good. But I'm not presumptuous enough to act like Adrasdea here. They're preventing me from writing books. The only thing that's prevented me from having that done is my lazy ass.
And I can't sell copies of my book anymore because they give them away for free to ensure.
Well, that's good because, you know, from what we understand and what I've heard read, it would do nothing but piss people off. You know, you would get 0 stars.
Or that nobody buys my books. So I can't even write and publish to create any kind of income for myself anymore because of...
She thinks that Vanity Publishing, her 40-page book of what I Can't Stop Screaming was her psycho title, which it was mostly all just fantasy and make-believe that she took from other people's stories, and then tries to claim it's autobiographical.
These people. I've also seen people say, well, why don't you live stream? They stop me from doing that because they come in and they flood the chat with bots to the point that my very cheap phone shuts.
Well, you know what? Right here, I'm using an extremely cheap phone. I mean, we're recording on a 3G burner phone. And, you know, at times on my larger channel, you know, I had some pretty happening chats. I think, you know, my max was like 280, 320, somewhere about there on a big event. And have had all sorts of spams and bots, and never has it shut my phone down. Just saying.
It's off. And I can't play.
Now, if it shuts the phone down, that's your lack of internet service.
Every single time I have tried to go live, they have come in and stopped me.
No, they came in and upset her. And she's just here making excuses because she actually could get super chats from super simps now, and I think that James Robert Clark III needs to pay his taxes and give Adrasdea money.
Option I'm given is something that they have already taken away from me. And yeah, I'm starting to break down again.
Now see, once again, this is a victim complex. We've shown that none of this she is saying is true. I mean, I have a P.O. box. And it does not stop you guys from sending me $5 and $10 for each. Nope, nope, nope.
because I'm realizing how hopeless my life is now that these people have taken control of it. Because literally,
they've taken control of it. Now, I mean, how many of us here is like, you know what? Let's go control someone else's life because, you know, we have so little to do in our own.
You can't exist without money, and they have control of every aspect.
Now you see this. You can exist without money. And she wanted to perish, and like I said, doing a dangerous job, you know, that ups that risk, but it basically comes down to she wants money or she wants blank. I mean, remember the old give me liberty or give me death? That's not Adrasdea. Give me financial security or give me death would be her cry, and I guess maybe that's like the battle cry of Gen Z, but
that every possible income I had. I can't write books, I can't beg, I can't do
every possible income. I mean, I knew there was times that, you know, after my savings was getting kind of low in between jobs, it's like, I gotta get a job. But all possible ways of her making income are gone. What do you think, Richella? See Richella? Look at that. I mean, she's completely put Richella to sleep.
Live streams, I can't do anything but die because that's what they want. They want for me to die.
Yes.
That's why they do this. There is no other reason you would cut somebody off completely from earning their own income.
I mean, we just covered that Adrasdea could go live and get super chats. She could go get a job. She could trade something. I mean, find something on the street and trade up.
Unless you literally just wanted them to starve and die. They get money from my live stream.
No, you use food stamps and you go to a food bank. If I lived in the city, I could get a lunch every day from the food bank.
They get money from my books. They get money when I go out with a sign. And I only get what they approve of me having. And
now you see, this is the conclusion line. She's butthurt that other people are making money off of her. People make money off my content. Yes, they do. You know, I'm in Omegon Amberlin Reed. You know, the CXNT edition. I think that's 3. You know, I just promoted my channel. She doesn't understand that is these appearances and even criticisms. You know, I've been the subject of a bunch of live streams that people have made super chats, people have made money. But you know what? They all help my channel. So, nobody's hurting Adrasdea but Adrasdea. Now everyone, please put your comments below. And Adrastea's put my kitty cat to sleep. And have a good day.